you're staying on top of breaking news. We first brought to you at the top of this newscast. An American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter crashing in the midair as the plane was trying to land at Reagan National Airport, and it landed in the Potomac.
Yeah, take a look here at your screen, a live look at the scene in D.C. and the Potomac River. We're getting new video and sound into the newsroom overnight, so take a look at this. What you're seeing is video from air traffic control radar showing this crash. The American Airlines flight is the dot in the middle of your screen, the helicopter on top there. As the two get closer, it appears the plane turns into the path of the helicopter as it's trying to land, but this is just the early stages of this investigation right now. This all happening just before 9 o'clock last night. A lot of questions remain right now about how this happened. We're keeping you informed this morning. The NTSB says it has a team on the ground right now investigating.
And this morning, we're connecting the dots for you. Our sister station in D.C., WUSA, is working to get the very latest information as well. At this hour, we're hearing from a former NTSB senior air safety investigator about the crash.
Yeah, as dive teams search for survivors, our chief meteorologist telling us the Potomac was around 36 degrees last night. Bobby Deskins looked at the weather last night, and when it comes to the sheer number of people working this scene, we're learning just how long this could take right now. Take a listen. This is Greg Feith, a former NTSB investigator.
When you look at the investigative process, unfortunately, we live in a society of instant gratification. We want to know now. The problem is that while things are obvious as far as evidence and radio communication and radar data, you have to understand what the backstory is. What was going on? I mean, there's a lot of questions to be asked. This was a military training flight. So were they in constant communication? Of course, they were probably talking to the tower controllers at Reagan National Airport. They were given instruction, they lifted off or may have been transiting through the area. Were they on night vision goggles? Did that restrict their vision? So now you have the military side. The commercial side, you have this RJ who basically, I pulled some data and it looks like they were already established on final and were at an altitude of about 400 feet above the ground when the collision occurred. So the question is, where did the helicopter strike the aircraft? Because from the video, it looks like the RJ is already established on final, and that the helicopter flew into most likely the back end of the aircraft, because it doesn't look like there was any kind of evasive action taken by either pilot.